So, WBC lightweight champion Devin Haney has found himself in a little bit of hot water as of late. He has assured us that he is not a racist. This is in response to his very own comments that he made, I think, just a couple of days ago on 78 Sports TV. I don't know what channel that is, I've never heard of it. Doesn't sound like the biggest channel. I don't know whether that was his rationale behind saying something a bit dumb. But ultimately, the guy's 21. He said something silly. I don't think it necessarily makes him a racist any more than doing something a little bit wicked sometimes makes you evil. But his original comment was kind of amusing. I'll tell you this. I will never lose to a white boy in my life. I don't care what nobody got to say. Can't no white boy beat me on any day of the week. Fight a white boy 10 times, I'm going to beat him 10 times. It's a bit open-ended, that, isn't it? Is it fight Tyson Fury 10 times and beat him 10 times? Probably not. Again, the guy's young. Probably just a dumb comment. Maybe it was a calculated comment, being somewhat affiliated with Floyd Mayweather. Is he trying to typecast himself already as the villain? That is what Floyd Mayweather did, particularly when it came to his super fight against the golden boy, Oscar de la Hoya. He was already basically seen as the commercial nice guy, poster boy. So Mayweather saw the door open to go in and take the place of the villain, which he did, and he kind of did that for the rest of his career, which had a lot of monetary benefits. A lot of people paid to see Floyd Mayweather lose, which of course never happened. Maybe that's what Haney's doing here. Probably not, though. It was probably just a dumb remark that reminded me, of course, along with most people, of what Bernard Hopkins said about Joe Calzaghe prior to losing to that white boy back in 2008. That was a horrible fight, wasn't it? Really hard to score. I think I scored it a draw, but horrible fight. But Hopkins, a little bit older than Haney is now, as back then in 08, I think he knew what he was doing. That was more so to drum up interest, to try and get more people to buy in. Just like the way he ripped up the Puerto Rican flag, right, in front of Tito Trinidad back in 01. That was a bit dangerous doing that. But there was method behind that. There probably isn't method behind what Devin Haney has just done. It's just probably a bit of street talk. The real dumb thing of the remark is that it was in reference to the white boy being Vasily Lomachenko. If he thinks that it would be almost some sort of dishonor for him to possibly lose against Lomachenko, he needs to really check reality, because Lomachenko would be a substantial favourite at this point over the young Devin Haney, even though he seems like a good prospect. If he was to fight Lomachenko in the next couple of years, Lomachenko is still basically about in his prime. We hope after this pandemic he can get on with what remains of his prime. If he fights him anytime now, he is probably going to be bamboozled and dismantled like most high-tech opponents. I think it's just a silly remark. I don't take offence to stuff like that. I think people who are over the top in taking offence with remarks like that are themselves a bit emotionally unstable and just want to whinge about something. I hope that Haney isn't forced to do those pathetic apologies on Twitter.